Microphone's right here, so you just got to be in the ballpark of right here.
Okay, you said down?
Down arrow will be on bounce the seconds.
Okay. All right, hi, my name is Zach. This is Paul, Matt, and Scott. And the goal of our research was to examine the effects of leisure technology on physical recreation. We did this. This was important to us because we've been starting to see a lot of our friends and family really start to spend a lot of time on Facebook and spend time on playing video games instead of going out and physically recreating. Along with our survey, we gathered 10 articles from previous studies on the topic. The majority of these articles coincide with our original hypothesis that leisure technology has negative effects on physical recreation. The main question in the articles were raised: is leisure technology becoming so advanced and widely used that it is hindering physical recreation and causing problems such as obesity and social distortion, or social detachment? The articles agreed that they are starting to see less and less physical recreation as tasks are made easier and people are more connected to the use of technology. Lastly, we reviewed a few articles that conflicted with our views. The makers of the popular marketing campaign Verb and the inventors of the tablet PC both feel leisure technology is a positive way to teach and inform people through physical recreation.
So onto our methods. Our primary tool for data collection was SurveyMonkey.com. We're all busy college students, so we decided that it would be the best tool to use because we were able to design a survey, administer it, and collect all the data in one spot. Once we had a survey design, we passed some hard copies out in our RPL 518 class to identify any wording errors or anything like that. So the final survey we used consisted of 16 questions, both open-ended and closed-ended. To get the survey out to our students, we utilized the class lists on Blackboard. We sent the link out in the email with a short explanation, and once the people went to the link, the participants had an opportunity to read a more in-depth description of the survey and of what we were doing for the research. Because we're all RPL students, our survey reached a majority of RPL students. We sent out about 500 emails, 400 to 500 emails, and received 106 surveys back, and it gave us about a 20 to 25% response rate.
Of the 16 questions that we sent out, these we felt were the 4 most relevant to answer our actual question. In the upper left, you have how many hours per week do you spend participating in physical recreation. As you can see, with the light blue being at around 57%, the highest average was between 5 and 10 hours, with the purple and red showing that very few students spend over 10 hours a week physically recreating. In the upper right, the question is how many hours per week do you spend using leisure technology devices? And as you can see, the blue and purple have a higher rate, meaning that most students spend between 5 and 10 and 10 to 20 hours on leisure technology use. In the lower left here, we have during holiday breaks and summer vacation, what do you usually do with your time? And this was a check all that applied, so the numbers are not out of 106. The highest with summer vacation and holiday breaks was outdoor use, and along with that, physical recreation. And we also found that in the lower right, when we asked what do you do on weekends during the semester, most people do indoor activities using technology.
Solutions. Now, as my good friend Matt here just mentioned, to recap, 57.5% of our surveyed population spend between 5 and 10 hours per week participating in physical recreation. 33% from the same question of how many people participate in physical recreation spend less than 5 hours per week. And again, 33% spend between 5 and 10 hours per week using leisure media devices. Now, you may be thinking, all right, 5 and 10 hours for physical recreation, 5 and 10 hours for leisure media. What are they doing with all that extra time? We figured 10 to 20 hours a week. So we just assume that people are sleeping the rest of the week and missing class to sleep more. We feel that this could have happened because, as Paul mentioned, most of our surveys were sent out to RPL students. So we feel that that would have caused more of them to say they're more inclined to participate in a physical recreation sort of activity. But as the results show, like I said, more of our students do, most of the students do spend more time participating in physical recreation. Or we feel the data was skewed because the population surveyed did not properly understand each question in its entirety. And we feel that this could easily be overcome by simply putting a larger explanation page before the survey, or simply describing each question to a stronger degree, or ideally, we have some sort of a session with all of the students in a class or a large population and tell them exactly what we're looking to get out of the survey and what we're expecting of them. So finally, for future research on this topic, we recommend that the survey population be properly educated on the wording of the survey. Questions?
Did you ask a difference, like in your survey, did you ask if they were male and female, and if you did, was there a difference in how they used their time?
No, we didn't ask if they were male or
Okay.
female.
What exactly was the leisure technology resources or the leisure media devices that you asked about?
What was it?
Yeah, what were like your things, what were your choices on the survey that you handed out?
We check all their fun.
Facebook, television, things like that.
Like what is leisure technology?
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
what it is? Facebook?
All right.
Yeah, like Facebook,
Yeah,
television,
like
video
that's-
games, computers, anything like that. You know, any media technology.
Anything else?
Probably time for one more question.
Yes.
This might be out of right field, but how do you expect to educating the survey population on wording? Isn't it enough to the surveyist to word the question properly in the first place?
Is it up to us?
Yeah, I don't see. I guess I don't understand that.
Yeah, it is up to us to word it properly, and that's what we meant by it, is we felt that originally it was worded well enough, but obviously it wasn't taken that way by our participants. So after receiving the completed surveys, we realized that it made perfect sense to us because it was our survey, but in a sense it didn't make as much sense to everyone else. So exactly how to reword it, I don't know, but just rewording them in some sense.
All right, thank you very much, guys.